late. It's like 11 o'clock here in New York City. I'm going to see if people are going to show up in the chat. And if not, then I'm just going to go to sleep, pretty much. That's what I'm going to do. I know it's late, but I just haven't had any type of energy to really talk. Honestly, this Aries full moon got me exhausted. This energy has me really exhausted right now in this time. It's just crazy right now. All I want to do is sleep. I just feel drained. So I'll see if somebody will come in the chat because I don't like talking to myself. Hopefully everybody is doing well. I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about chosen ones not being perfect. I want to talk about new energy, letting go of the old, right? And why a lot of us are not receiving our blessings because we keep holding on to these old habits. I want to talk about dreams. I want to talk about the energy that's going on. So let's see if any of my regulars is up overseas or even in the East Coast. Let's see who's going to come in the chat. If you come in the chat, make sure you comment in the chat so I know that you're here and I'm not talking to myself. Pretty much. This weather in New York is crazy. Crazy in New York. It's going from like 40 degrees to 70 degrees, 40 degrees to 70 degrees. And I'm just like, yo, I love fall weather, but I don't like that back and forth. I do not like the back and forth type weather. All right. I'll wait for a little bit and see who's going to come into the chat so I can start the conversation. Anybody else had like a weird week? I had a weird week. The energy is off. Ever since that alien thing, I don't know if y'all heard about that, where there was like a spaceship or crafts or just some weirdness going on. It was seen in DC, and I think it was also seen in Virginia. And there's some videos, I saw the videos on TikTok. Now, here's what's crazy about that night. Hey, Leo, the goddess. Here's what's crazy about that night. I could not sleep. And I got up, and the first thing I did, which is terrible, was go to TikTok. Rolled over in bed, went on TikTok, and that's when I saw people posting that they saw which they think is UFOs in the sky. And I'm like, is that why I couldn't sleep? Because, we could all feel that energy collectively. And people in the comments were like, oh my gosh, how is it that we all woke up at the same exact time? And I remember I fell asleep earlier that day or earlier that night. I think I might have fell asleep around, maybe like 9 o'clock or something like that. Hey, Candy, I remember feeling exhausted. So just because it might be far away, we're all feeling that. I'm in New York. That happened in DC. And I had text my friend, hey, Victors. I had text my friend who lives in Maryland, but she was knocked out. And I'm like, how she didn't feel that? How she didn't feel that energy? But there's been things in the sky. That's one thing I really know. I'm a person that believes that, aliens been here. Aliens been here. The only difference is that now they're going to start introducing it. They're going to start to introduce, oh my God, I just got on here and I already got some trolls. They want you to be comfortable with it. But, a lot of them aren't aliens too, Some of them are demons. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if y'all ready for it, but eventually people gonna start seeing things, and that's why they even created that demon face thing. Anyone who's able to see spirits on people, they're starting to call it demon face syndrome. They're trying to make it seem like we're crazy because we're able to see, because the veil is so thin. We're able to see now. I've been able to see, but now it's just more intense, pretty much. But even people who don't have any spiritual gifts are going to be able to see these aliens and these demons as well. So, not all life on other planets. Hey, goddess. Not all life is gonna be able. Not all life is. How can I say? Not all life is positive. Let's just say that. Not all life is positive, and they have alliances. They've been working with these other planets. When you be like, oh, how are we in debt? I think America's in debt to like other planets. That's what I think. And now is the time is ticking. So, oh, thank you. I don't know how I do that, but thank you. I make the world a brighter place. You too. Um, but this Aries full moon is whooping my behind. It got me feeling so tired. I've been sleeping for like 2 days straight. I cannot keep my eyes open. It's just driving me crazy, man. And my cycle's coming too. Lord have mercy. A woman that gets her cycle during the full moon, girl, I feel for you because I'm that type of woman. Leo Goddess says, I'm ready for the weather to be colder. Honestly, I want to put my Ugg boots. Where you at? Where you live at? People, it's strange. I go outside and it's like some people got on a bubble coat, and then some people, a bubble coat is like a winter coat. Some people got on bubble coats, and then some people got on shorts. And I'm like, wait, what? That's crazy. I'm not going outside with no damn summer clothes on, but this, I don't know. I find this very interesting. Like the Spanish people in my neighborhood, I find it very interesting how it could be really chilly and they'll still put on like shorts and stuff like that. I just find that strange. I'm like, you're not cold. Like, isn't it nice in Ecuador or isn't it nice in Mexico? How are you not cold? I be cold. Oh, you have an Aries moon. So how's the energy impacting you? Oh man. This energy is, I don't know. Me being a Leo and this fire energy, it is a good energy, but it's making me a little bit aggressive too. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me feel aggressive. Like I'm agitated. I noticed that I was agitated all week, like having to do training for this job, and I'm just like, I don't think I'm going to take this new job because it's not adding up. It has just been a weird week. Hey, Battle. Yeah, I've heard of the Galactic Federation before. I personally never been visited by alien. I think I've seen like, I think I've spoken to extraterrestrials, but they were in like a skin suit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a different energy. It's very hard to explain. Um, but I've never been abducted or anything like that. But I go to different dimensions. Like I am a night traveler. Let's just say that. I see different dimensions that make the United States look like crap. You think there's beautiful waterfalls, but like in other dimensions, it's so beautiful. Like this looks ugly in comparison to what I see in other dimensions. It's just so beautiful. But I'm not a person, I'm not obsessed with like aliens and things like that. Yeah, I'm not obsessed with it. Oh boy, how I got trolls coming in here? So many trolls. I have only been talking for 10 minutes and it's already trolls. Like these people be These losers be bored, man. Goddess says, oh my God, it is my energy 24/7. It's very aggressive and irritating with everything around me, constantly looking for things to cut loose that are not serving me. Yes, yes, yes. Well, the fastest way to travel to other dimensions is in through the dream realm. Whew. Y'all can't see it. I'm catching them fast. There's trolls in here. They're saying like nasty stuff in the comment section. I don't repeat what they say. I just remove them. I'm fast, so I don't know why you can't see the stuff that they're saying, but maybe because I'm deleting it fast. I don't know who it is. Sometimes I think the trolls are like government agents. Sometimes I think it's AI. Sometimes I think it's just random people who have nothing else to do. Pretty much. Okay. Here we go. There's mad trolls coming in here. But yeah, but research it. Oh, you're in Jersey? Research anything you want to know. Go Google it right now. Go on Google and type in what is AI. I am a teacher that wants you to learn for yourself. All right. Go typing on Google what is AI. Research anything that you do not know. What is a dimension? Go on YouTube and sit there for days and research. That's how I learned. I studied since I was like 15 years old, right? I I ended up moving across the street from a library. And all summer, I sat in that library, and anything I did not know about, I read. I read about aliens. I read about spirituality. I read about Satanists. I read about countries. I read about a lot of different things. Don't take nobody's word, guys. Go research yourself, okay? Hey, Chosen. Hey, David. She talk about some Uggs. Talking about some Uggs, yo. Wow, it's a lot of trolls in here tonight. It's crazy. Interesting. Yes, artificial intelligence, which I feel like artificial intelligence is definitely going to take over your jobs and all that stuff. All right, it's been like 13 minutes. Okay, guys, so anybody who's watching this live on the playback, I will timestamp what I put in the caption, what I put in the title of this video. I will timestamp it for you so you don't have to listen to the other crap that I'm talking about in the video. If you just want to listen to the chosen one section, don't worry, I'm going to timestamp it after the live. And if you just want to listen to the new energy, I will timestamp the new energy part, because it's unfair for people to watch my live and they're like, dang, when is she going to talk about what I want to hear? So anytime I do this live, I will timestamp the topics, okay? You stay in my class. Nah, I never heard of that. Dream of electric sheep. Never heard of it. It's definitely cold enough for Uggs. Yeah. No, I don't want no massage. No, I don't do music reactions. All right. But yeah, as Victor has said, let me go back to that. Something changed. Victor says something changed. The energy is different. Something is off. Yes. That's why I'm so exhausted. That's why it seems like my energy is so low right now in this video, because it is, because I don't have the energy I normally have. It's like I don't feel like myself right now. And in New York, I don't know if people notice this, but when I go outside, it looks like something is over the sky. It's like I can't explain it. It's like a dark cloud, right? I'm like, nobody's looking at that. It's just a weird. Oh my God! Thank you so much for that $20. God bless you. It's like this weird energy or like hovering, right? And with the full moon energy, but it's not just the full moon energy. This is happening before the full moon hit. It's just this weird darkness. I don't know if it's just in New York because I live in New York City. I live in Queens, New York. So I don't know if it's something that a lot of people can see or if I'm just picking up on it. I know there's people in New York who are, awakened, who can see it. But none of my friends has said anything. My friend that lives in Maryland, she said, yes, I do see it. It's like a cast. I don't know if y'all noticed this. Maybe in Jersey, have you noticed that? It's like a weird casting. And it makes you feel angry. It makes you feel kind of paranoid, or it makes you feel uncomfortable. It's strange. And time is very weird. Okay, so I'm unemployed. Okay, this is like my only job right now. And I didn't even start my new job, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to start it. I'm supposed to start on the 25th. But as I'm doing my training, I'm noticing like there's just these weird occurrences going on with the job and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, this energy is just off. Like people's energy is off. The way they're talking to people, the way they're reacting to people, the way, when you're walking in the street, how people looking at you. It's just like, what is this? This doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel real. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just, you can't really put your finger on it. You just know that the energy is off. The energy doesn't feel calm and pure. It doesn't feel like a light, eerie flow. And even though it's getting kind of cold in New York, I need to get near nature. Another thing too I notice is that I feel recharged when I go to like museums, right? So I'm going to try to get to a museum sometime this weekend. There's a lot of free museums in New York, and I also use a thing called Culture Pass, where you can go to museums for free. Go look at art, try to get in nature, recharge, go sit near the water, put your coat on. If it's cold, go sit near water, near a pier. Go to a restaurant or something like that. If it's near a pier, go eat, go sit next to the water. You need to just get with the elements, I'm telling you. And try to keep the elements in your home too as well. Like I burn a lot of candles, so you're gonna have fire. You can have a humidifier, which can represent air. You can have a fan. I have a fan in my room. I'm also gonna get like one of those little waterfalls. I'm gonna go to like Five Below and get like a $5 waterfall. Like have elements in your house. Go buy plants, because now winter is coming up. We're not going to be able, for those of us who live in cold climate places, we're not going to be able to recharge, and we don't want that winter seasonal depression to hit us, right? So definitely. And I already feel myself like declining, and it's just this weird casting over New York City that I just can't deal with this. It feels so weird. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Chosen Toy. Such a huge blessing. Bro, you gotta get out of here. Yo, you be bugging. This dude said I'm under your floor. You ain't under my floor, sweetheart. Trust me. I ain't scared. I seen demons. I've seen demons. I've seen spirits, ghosts, all that type. You can't scare me. People be getting scared like, nah, this is real. I'm in New York City. Yeah, my plan is to leave America, not just New York, but my plan is to leave America. But I have some family business in like property and stuff in New York that I can't just pick up and leave. And I have a relative here that is elderly, that is sick, that I can't leave. So I'm waiting for um my spiritual assignment to end here in New York so that I can take my inheritance and get the fuck up out of here. So that's what I'm waiting on. I hope, you know, that is going to be soon. Hopefully that happens in 2025, 2026. I'm really looking forward to a new life in a different country. That's my plan, to leave America. I'm not in New York because I want to be. I'm in New York because I have to be, pretty much. You live in Canada? Oh, so it's cold in Canada already, right? It's not that cold in Canada. I have a friend in Canada. Why do I want to leave America? Because America's about to end. Hey, India, thank you for the $4.99, love. How you doing? Um, why I want to move out of America? I want to move out of America because America's done. Is crashing. So the karma that's returning to America, you're seeing America going down. That's why I want to get out of here. um, and everything's poisoned here. Everything's poisoned. The food is poisoned. Especially, I'm not a rich person. It'll be easier for me to use US dollars in another country where I can have fresh fruit, fresh vegetables every day. I could probably even eat more vegan food there, where everything is so expensive and a lot is poison. So, and not just our food, even the products that we have access to purchase. Maybe the rich have more access to better quality things, but I'm not a rich person, so I don't have access to those things. Once in a while I treat myself to organic foods and things like that, but I feel like the US dollar will go much further and I will be much healthier and more peaceful. Also, I'm a Black woman. I'm a melanated woman, so I need to be in sun. I need to be near the water. Melanated people need to be in the sun. So I feel like it also keeps us sick when melanated people aren't in the sun constantly, because it feeds our skin and our body and things like that. We're out of our element. So I need to be near water. I need to be in the sun. My body cannot take this cold weather anymore. So that's the reason why. Definitely, I got to get out of here. America's literally making me sick. I don't know where I want to go first. I love Mexico. I feel like Mexico energy loves me. I love Panama. Panama is nice in the US dollar. You could use it there. Um, I want to visit Thailand. I see a lot of people making it in Thailand as well. But I want to visit places before I actually move, or try a country where I can have dual citizenship if possible. And I want to like go somewhere for 6 months, see if I actually like living there for 6 months. And if so, I could become a citizen there. That's what I plan to do. Belize. I haven't been to Belize yet, but I hear it's on my list. Belize is on my list. My mom's had her best friend. She was from Belize. She was so sweet. I wonder if she's alive still. She should be in her 70s now. That woman was so nice. Oh man, beautiful woman. Her name was Maria. So nice. You said, oh, Goddess says, oh my God, I live an hour away from the Mexican border in Arizona. I want to visit Arizona. I know some people there too. Arizona got some beautiful like resorts, or what is it called? I think it's considered like a resort, like spas and stuff. And only thing I hear is that it's a little racist there. Is it racist there? Am I a witch? No, I don't consider myself a witch, but I am very magical. I don't like the term witch. I'm a magical woman though. Eating healthier doesn't guarantee anything. It's not just about eating healthier, but it's the whole lifestyle change. And I'm watching people who I know personally move over there, and they're looking younger. Okay, here in America, they just planted a tree in front of my house. It's a male tree. They don't even plant trees, female trees in America that produce fruit. They just planted a tree in front of my house. I'm very happy they planted this tree. It's a beautiful tree, but you have to start with that. Nutrition is very important. Your environment is very important. People are walking around like zombies, guys. They're walking around like zombies. Stressed, overworked, and then they get caught up in American fast foods. It's making people sick. You know, I bought Popeyes like about 3 or 4 months ago. I threw that shit in the garbage. I'm like, how are people feeding this stuff to their children? How are people? I'm a big person. I don't eat McDonald's, Burger King, Popeye. I don't eat that. I think the most fast food I'll eat is like Chipotle. You know, and that's like considered like the kind of healthy. You know, it's just like, what? How are people eating this? Taylor Jordan. So diet, if you're being poisoned every day, you're being poisoned with the products, your lotion, your shampoo, your food, your water. Like, I can't even drink spring water. Spring water in America tastes disgusting. Y'all drink Poland Spring? That shit is nasty. I can only drink alkaline water. It's like your body tells you, put this down. Your body will even tell you about products. Whenever I start using a body product, I'll break out. I get like rashes, especially like around my neck. I'll get bad eczema. Watch all that shit clear up. You go move to a different country, okay? Of course, there's always going to be problems and things like that in other places. But your nutrition, your peace of mind, you know, the environment is healthier. I'm telling you, it's just different. Alkaline water, I get mine from Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. Yes, exactly. Battle. Even the clothes are toxic. What's going on? Don't argue, guys. Oh no, you got to get out of here, boo. We don't do no politics on my channel. We don't do no politics, but good luck at the voting polls, whatever you decide to do. Guys, don't argue in the chat, please. Let's be respectful. Yes, it is a wig. Why? What's on my head have to do with you? Why? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Can I give you life advice? Yeah, live your life to the fullest. You don't know how much time you got. That's my advice for you. You don't know how much time you have. That's my advice for you. Jordan, thank you, Supreme. Love your hair. Listen, I wear my hair. I wear wigs. I wear faux locks. I do whatever I want. Don't worry about what's on my head. Worry about what's on your head. Some of y'all be bugging. Yeah, like even the spa. When I was in Mexico in April. Ooh, my ear is ringing. Uh-oh. I don't ever get that. My ear is ringing. When you get a spiritual download or something's going to occur, my ear is ringing. Ooh, I hate that. Ooh, I hate it. Anyway, when I was in Mexico in April, sorry, I'm having brain fog. I got a massage. And the massage was, how much was it? $40 US for an hour massage with oil. Okay? With the heated oil. An hour massage. And I think I might have tipped him like $10, $15. So $55, I end up getting a full massage for an hour. You know how much a massage costs here in New York City? $200. That's the cheapest. You could go to like the Asian little spots, but it's not going to be clean. It's not going to be nice. And you probably can get one for like $60, $70. But a lot of them beat you up. By the time you get up the table, you feel like you was in a damn fight with freaking Tyson. It ain't nice. You know what I'm saying? It's not clean and nice. So at a nice spa, nice Korean spa or whatever ethnicity, and you want it to be clean and you're not seeing roaches crawling on the wall, you know, you got to pay $150, $200, $250, $300 for a massage. I'm in Mexico. Imagine you're able to go to the spa every week because you can afford it. You're able to detox, go into the sauna. You're able to get a massage. Why would I stay in America? It cannot do anything for me. Goddess Warrior, she's talking about Arizona. Yes, there are a lot of spas and resorts here, beautiful waterfalls too. It's very diverse here. I haven't experienced racism as a Black woman. Oh, good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Frank says, being grateful no matter the situation is what brings better health. That is true, but some of us still want more for ourselves. It's okay if some of us want to move on, you know? Um, if we want to have a more luxurious lifestyle, that's fine. If people want to stay and they're grateful with what they have, I'm grateful for what I have. I live in New York City and I live in a home that's paid off. I have friends who pay $2,000-$3,000 for rent in New York, and I am grateful. I inherited a home. I'm very grateful, but I also know that it is time to move on, and that's why the title says new energy. A lot of times your energy doesn't match with the city that you're in, right? I forgot what it's called, Astro Carthy or something like that. Y'all can look it up. Is when you're not supposed to be in a particular country or city because your time is up. Your energy does not match with that city. And if you move, you'll prosper more. And what I noticed about 2024, my huge lesson, I went through a lot this year, right? I made a fool of myself all year trying to hold on to old people, habits, things, right? So I went backwards. I ended up gaining like 10, 15 pounds this year. Why? Because I went back to my old diet, right? I wasn't eating bread. I wasn't eating rice. I wasn't eating pasta. Then I started eating rice and pasta and bread this year and gained some weight back. You can't go back to your old diet. You can't go back to your old habits. Then I, got back in touch with two of my ex-lovers, right? Started talking to one, started hanging out with another one. They ain't changed. They still the same. Some of them even worse. Didn't change. Nothing changed. You need new energy. Stop going back to old lovers. Stop going back to your old eating habits. Even with friends. I might love certain friends, but that's old energy. Their energy don't match with who I am anymore. Their energy don't match with my mindset anymore. It's time to let go. You might love these people. You might feel they're even fun, but they don't match where you're going. It's new. It's time for new everything. All right? New haircut, new hairstyle, new man, new woman, new apartment, okay? New eating habits, new fitness goals, okay? Everything new. Go in your house, and I'm telling you this right now, go in your house, throw out old clothes, all right? And make room for new clothes, right? Go in your house and throw out any old food in your cabinet, old food in your fridge, old products that you're not using and just collecting dust. Spiritually, those things hinder us. You think it doesn't, but it really does. If you are a hoarder, get it together. This is why a lot of hoarders, their blessings can be stopped and stuck because they haven't let go of the past. Throw out all that old shit. I I don't know what happened this morning. I got up and I just started cleaning out my dresser drawers and everything. I felt like, oh, I just need new stuff. Clothes, throw them out. I got old sneakers. I haven't gone shoe shopping since 2021. It's 2024. Because I'm one of those type of people that take care of their shoes and their sneakers and stuff. I just start throwing out everything. Nope, we throwing out everything. God, you're going to give me some money and I'm going to give me some new shoes, some new sneakers. These are dirty, these are funky. It's time to get rid of it. Get rid of anything that's old, that's not serving you. You're not wearing it, throw it out. You're not hanging out with them. They're not making an effort to meet up with you. Get rid of them. Throw it out. It's stagnant. It's stinking. It's dead. It's over. That's what I want everyone to get into. And this Aries energy from this full moon is like a boost. Don't wait till December 31st to do this, okay? Start now. Start cleaning up. New energy. And 8 means new beginnings. That's what's crazy. Oh yeah, I'm trying to hold on to old friends from my childhood. I'm trying to hold on to the old piece of penis I used to have from back in the day. For what? Why? They're not serving me. They don't even know me. They don't even recognize me. We don't even understand each other. When I'm talking, it's like I'm talking a different language to them because I've advanced too much spiritually. Even your friends, your homegirls or your homeboys. It's okay. You're supposed to outgrow people. People are supposed to outgrow you. Move on. New friends. You remember that song? No new friends, no new friends, no, 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 no. I ain't singing that no more. Now I want new friends. I welcome new friends, new positive friends who are on my level. I don't want to talk about all the negative shit anymore. I don't want to hear all these things you going through. I want to hear your solutions. I want to hear what are you going to do to make your life better. No more complaining. No more sitting back and watching people do all these things to themselves, put themselves in situations and then want to blame other people. I'm done with that. Thank you so much, India. Thank you again for another $4.99. She says, I've been listening to SWV New Beginnings all week. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't think I've ever heard that song. I'm gonna listen to that after the live. This is confirmation. They don't match my energy. I feel like time is wasted when I'm near them. It's just so, I'm frustrated, guys. It's so old and stinking. And I'm like, it's October and I just figured it out. And God was just, I was having a talk with God and God was just like, I've been telling you this all year, even down to me going back to Mexico in April. I enjoyed myself, but so many things happened wrong when I was in Mexico in April on my solo trip. I should have went to a new country. Why did I go back to Mexico? I should have chosen a new country, a new venture. Like don't go to the same restaurant you always go to. Last Sunday, I went to a restaurant that I never been to, and it was amazing. Okay, they had $2 tacos. The drinks was good. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to start going to different places. Stop always going to the mom and pop places you always go to. Try a new restaurant, try a new museum, try a new park. New everything. I challenge you, new everything. Get rid of the old because it's not serving us, guys. It's not serving us. Ooh. Oh my God. Y'all got to get out of here, man. Let me get some rid of these. Let me get rid of some of these trolls. They bugging. Duh. Oh my goodness. These people crazy. Okay. Let's see. Goddess says, when you elevate, you have to relocate to complement that new elevation. Exactly. So it's like, how could you think that you did all this shadow work, you did all this healing work, you did all this? Okay, So here's the thing, you elevate, right? So your spirit is going, ew, I live in New York City and I'm vibing high. This is a very low vibrational city. So my spirit is going, ew, we don't like New York. No, I don't want to go in Manhattan. There's too many people. It's too many rats. It's too many roaches. Too much dirt. We don't want to go to that location. Get me out of here. Your spirit literally goes, no, I need to be in the mountains. I need to be near water. So this is why also you get sick. It's not just about the diet, it's about the frequency. I live in New York City. This frequency is too low for my spirit. My spirit is screaming out to me, get us out of here. This is why I try to go away at least once or twice a year to recharge so I can stay sane. Because my spirit feels uncomfortable living in a big city now, where before I used to love it. When I was more low vibrational, I was comfortable with living in New York City. Yes, I love my city, but does my city love my energy? No, it don't love my energy anymore. That's why when I'm in Mexico or I went to Panama or I can go, even if I can go to like Florida or something like that, anywhere like Miami or something like that, anywhere there's water and sun, constant sun, I feel lighter. Here I feel like I'm just dragging myself. And when you live in a city where you're surrounded by a lot of low vibrational people, who do you think they're feeding off of? Who do you think all the low vibrational people in your city is feeding off of? They're going to energy vamp off the people who are vibing high. So when I'm in public, what do you think happens to me? People trying to touch me, people surrounding me, people staring at me, people trying to start with me. Why? Because they're like, oh no, she's beaming. I gotta get her energy. I gotta fuck with her. I gotta get her energy. Whether it's through making me upset, arguing with me, whether it's trying to touch me, literally trying to transform the energy from my body to them, whether it's trying to date me or trying to, get to know me as a friend, only to use me for my energy. So when you are vibing higher and you live in a city like this, I have to constantly do spiritual baths, salt baths, constantly do spiritual cleansings, constantly go sit in a park near a tree just to get energized. Who wants to live like that? I'd rather live in another country where I'm just in nature and maybe I don't see 1,000 people a day. You get it? So you outgrow your environment. New energy. All right? Cut people off. Unfortunately, I had to cut off a few people in the last 2 weeks. I don't feel guilty about it and I wish them the very best. God is showing me too much. I didn't want to see I don't want to see, and I didn't want to see information about certain people. But once God reveals who people really are, you can't fuck with them. You can't. You just can't. You have to let these people go. I'll read what God has said again. God has says, when you elevate, you have to relocate. To complement the new elevation, trust me, I know I have relocated to different locations and scenes. When spirit says move, I don't fight, I surrender. Amen. I say exactly. What? Yeah. I don't know what that means. You got to get out of here. That's weird. Sorry, you can come back in 24 hours. You said you found the woman who I can click with. Who that? Me? Oh, that's what's up. Thank you. All right. I don't like Jesus thumpers in my lives, but God bless you, sister or brother. But Jordan says, move to Dubai or Thailand. I got a cheap 2 hour massage in Thailand. That sounds so cool. Like I need lipstick on my teeth. Okay, no, I don't. I'm good. I'm not gonna move anywhere that I haven't visited yet. You know. Duke said, cheers from Rhode Island. Have I been to Rhode Island? It's very cheap. As fact, Ali says it's very cheap, only $200. So you mean the $200 massages? Okay, so send it to my Cash App, the light 777. Send me the $200 right now. It's being that you got the money, and I'll go get the massage tomorrow on your bill. Thank you. Cuba just lost their power grid. Oh my God, it's terrible. Cuba's my dream trip. Cuba's my dream trip. I was supposed to go in 2018, and then something occurred, and I didn't go. All right, y'all stop arguing. Please, please. I hope y'all stop. I don't want see y'all see that Aries energy got y'all arguing. Don't fall into the trap now. Don't fall into that full moon Aries energy. Got y'all arguing. Don't do it. I was at that job this week. I wanted to cuss people out. I don't even know if I'm going to take that job. Please, India, thank you for the $4.99. She says, please listen to SWV New Beginning. Is that on their new album or their old album or something like that? That's a good question. How much weight is your soul? That's a great question. I don't know. Where am I from exactly? I live in New York City. I'm American. My ancestors are from America. I'm indigenous. That means that I don't consider myself African American. I consider myself American because my ancestors were here already. And on my mom's side, her father was from Cuba. So when my ancestors come through to me, they're either Afro-Cuban or they're indigenous from here. They're Native American. But I use the term indigenous. You can't change how you think. Woo, brother. What? That's not true. You definitely can change how you think, and I hope everybody is working on how they think. India, thank you for the $1.99. It's more buildings than trees too in the city. That's true. Leo says, I started taking myself on dates and actually dressing up and setting the intention. Yes, that's one of my favorite things to do. Even though, like, I technically am alone, my parents died when I was younger, and the only living relative I have is a one that I live with, but we don't do anything because they're in their 70s and they are mentally gone, so we don't hang out or anything like that. So technically I live alone, right? So I'm always doing things by myself. So if you I one thing will say that I'm very thankful that God uses me as an example. This is not fake. Everything, 90% of what I do it alone. Okay? I go to the movies alone. I go to dinner alone, and everything. I go on vacations alone a lot of times. So it can be done. I think it's a mind over matter thing. And honestly, when I'm out, I always meet people at the bar or people in the restaurant. They be staring at me, smiling. They like, "Bye, you by yourself?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And especially they find you very interesting because they're like, "Wait a minute, I dress up, I'll put my makeup on, do my hair, I dress very nice." So they're looking like, "What's this attractive woman doing alone?" Sometimes people end up paying for my food. Sometimes people randomly come up to me or send a shot or send some champagne to me, and they're just like, "Oh, you're my inspiration." I'm like, all I'm doing is sitting here eating. I'm like your inspiration. And people are very inspired by you when you do things alone. I'm telling you, even sometimes I go to places and they're like, oh, you by yourself, or come with us in our group and you hang out with us because, you know, you need more than one person to do this particular activity. There are people outside, guys. Don't think like you're always by yourself. You're never by yourself. There are people outside. Don't, and it sounds crazy, but as soon as you start doing it, you're going to feel comfortable and you're going to become addicted to it. I actually hate going to the movies with people because people always want to talk. If I go to the movies with a guy, they want to kiss on you, touch you. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to watch the movie. Get off of me. You go with your homegirl, she want to talk through the whole damn movie. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, just be thankful that you feel comfortable being by yourself, and you will always meet people. Before you go out, you can say, God, can you please, you know, let me meet somebody? Can you give me the confidence to feel comfortable eating outside by myself, or going to this activity, or going to take this trip by myself? Just protect me. And it's all in your mind. Nobody's really looking at you, and if they are staring at you, they're not saying, damn, that person's lame, they're sitting there eating by themselves, or they're out here by themselves. They're really like, dang, I wish I could do that. Or they're like wondering about you, like, ooh, she's out here by herself, that means she's confident. Or he's out here by himself, that means he's confident. They don't need no entourage. I'm telling you, it's more inspiring. All right, Keith, you got to go. Keith got to go. Keith is getting kicked out of my life. Goodbye, Keith. Woo! Jesus, my God. He will be bugging. Woo! These trolls are out of control. My goodness. I want a $2 massage. Right? Hey, honey, what's up, girl? It's their old album. Okay. Thank you for the $4.99. Y'all are obsessed with my wig. Leave my wig alone. If you want me to wear a new wig, my Cash App is $777. Y'all can send me $100 to my Cash App right now, and I'll go order me a better wig. You don't even know how my natural hair looks. My natural hair actually looks like this when it's blown out. Okay, not every black person has an afro. That's where y'all ignorant at. Just because you see straight hair doesn't mean that it can't be on a black person. Y'all are retarded. Send $100 to my Cash App right now, and I'll go order a wig that you like. All right? $777. I got PayPal and I got Zelle. All right? Also, thank you to those who donated on the chat. And the ones who didn't donate, you can send me a donation on my Cash App and on my Zelle. My Zelle is neoangie3000@yahoo.com. If you like the content that I'm giving out tonight, feel free to send me a donation if you're able to bless me. All right. Thank you again, India, for the $4.99. India says, I felt people pulling on my energy recently. I've been avoiding them. The energy vampires are feeling like Jodeci. What you mean by Jodeci? Oh, fiending like Jodeci. I'm so slow. Fiending like Jodeci. They fiending, right? For real. For real. That shit crazy. Nah, I like to address the what you call it, the trolls. Because they obsessed. They be obsessed. They be obsessed. For real. Honey cracking up at me. Oh my goodness. People are so crazy. I gotta check my messages. I see people who follow me and they on TikTok right now, but they not on my live. That's crazy. Okay. Well, okay, what part was I talking about? What's my prices? You could book a phone session with me. $20 for 30 minutes, $40 for 1 hour if you need to talk about spiritual experiences in your chosen one journey. That's the only prices I'm giving out. If you need to talk to me about certain situations that you don't understand. Oh no, you can't come in my live looking for subs. Get out of here. Sorry. These trolls is out of control tonight. Okay, yeah, so I want to address something. Let's go. It's almost an hour, so let's go on to talking about chosen ones, right? Chosen ones are not perfect. I keep seeing a lot of I'm assuming a lot of these people are religious. They're religious, or CD, keep telling yourself that. I don't know what that means, so yeah, you got to get out of here too. I don't know what that means. But anyway, get these trolls out of here. I keep seeing a lot of weird comments on my TikTok, and I keep seeing them on my YouTube as well. Sorry, I got brain fog. Talking about chosen ones don't curse, chosen ones don't wear makeup, chosen ones are not poor, chosen ones are not disabled, chosen ones can't have mental illnesses, chosen ones don't wear short skirts, chosen ones don't have tattoos, chosen ones don't have piercings. All of that is BS. And this is why I feel like a lot of people don't get used spiritually, because y'all are so caught up in a religious concept of a chosen one, or a religious concept. You could say a star seed or indigo child, whatever term, or black sheep, whatever term you want to use, right? And that's not true. No one's perfect. No chosen one is perfect. There are chosen ones who are disabled. There are straight chosen ones. There are gay chosen ones. There are chosen ones who are in politics. There are chosen ones, a lot of trolls in here. There are chosen ones who are ill, who are on their deathbed. There are chosen ones. India says, I'm still battling my drug addiction, and all religious people hold that against me. They think I'm lying about my relationship with God. Now, that was major for India to even share that. That is very hard, because a lot of people are very judgmental of that. Every chosen one is, how can I say this? Every chosen one is in a different phase of their life. So there are chosen ones who are dealing with drug addictions. Are they going to always be dealing with that drug addiction? No. There are chosen ones who are ex-prostitutes. There are chosen ones who went to prison. There are chosen ones who murdered people, and God changed them, right? There are chosen ones who used to be in gangs, who used to be drug dealers. All these, I mean, I can't even tell you. There's so many people I have watched them be chosen ones, and God used them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to me. And this is why a lot of people are not getting used, right? And it's a spiritual jealousy. It's a spiritual psychosis, and it's a spiritual jealousy. When they see, how is it that she's able to talk to people, right? How is it that she's able to get attention, but yet I can't? I go to church every week and I pay my tithes, but she has a following and people actually listen to her. People get jealous about that. um Stay focused. Any chosen one, you're dealing with a drug addiction, you're dealing with any type of addiction, you're dealing with battling your sexuality, you're dealing with childhood trauma, you're dealing with anything, any trauma, any battle that you're battling. Understand that's part of your story. Yes, you're going to have to become delivered from that. I remember years ago, I suffered with depression. I wanted to die. Okay, I was 21. I told God, go ahead and kill me. I don't want to be here no more. So we all dealt with something or dealing with something, but that's not how our story is going to end if we don't allow it to end that way. If you want your story to be a victory, you have to fight through temptation and understand that that is going to be your story. I can tell my story of depression and how I overcame it. I could tell my story of PCOS, having wound issues, and now having a healthy wound to where I can get pregnant right now if I wanted to. Being sick, watching everyone have babies, and me battling with my cycle and wound issues and things like that. And now I'm finally healed. Every chosen one has something different, or me burying all of my family. We've all been through something. All chosen ones have this crazy story, and people don't believe us because we don't look like what we've been through. Yes, you will. I'm gonna pray for you. Okay. Y'all gotta get out of here with this politics bullshit. Get out of here. Take that to the polls. Take that to the polls. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Sorry, I had to check my messages. Nope, you got to get out of here. I'm gonna have to start getting some admins because this is crazy. Chocolate diamond. Who's a chocolate diamond? I've never been called chocolate before. Thank you. Chosen ones are all in different positions in your life. Okay. We're all in different positions. Thank you again, India. India, send that $5 to my Cash App. Thank you. India says, Dr. Romney said that some scapegoats can turn to drugs as adults. It made me stop being hard on myself. Yeah. That's something I think I told you. All three of my mother's brothers were crackheads. Unfortunately, they all died due to crack. But I don't blame them because everyone can't deal with their trauma like everybody else. You get what I'm trying to say? I guess my thing would be like, drinking. I'm not an alcoholic, but there was a time where I couldn't go a day without drinking wine. Like, especially when you're working that horrible job system, a 9 to 5, as soon as I got home, I used to be like shaking, like, oh my God, I got to get some wine. You know what I'm trying to say? Okay. These are some perverts up in here. I got to get you out of here. Get the hell out of here. That bull crap is crazy. And you just got to fight through it. You can't depend on substances. You can't depend on food. Hey, even emotional eating. I started emotional eating again this year. So even food can be an addiction. For some of you, it's sex. Instead of dealing with your trauma, you go screw somebody. It's not always things that you can see. You can see drug addiction sometimes on people. You can see emotional eating on people. But don't worry, there's people doing things that you don't know what they're doing because they can hide it. They being a little harlot out here. They sleeping with every man, every woman, looking for love in all the wrong places. So everyone has their own addiction. It could be you binge watch television shows. You've been watching movies. You're not paying attention to your children. You're not paying attention to your family because you're escaping. You're using movies and music and TV as an escape. You know everything about this damn series, but you don't know what's going on in your household. Everybody got something that they're using as a coping mechanism. And it's scary, but in the end, those things don't work. The drugs don't work, the sex don't work. It's just a temporary band-aid. It's all in your mind. The food don't work. At the end, you crash and you burn, right? But I definitely will be. I'm not gonna pray online, but I'm gonna pray for you afterwards. Um, I really, really want you to make this through. I believe that you are, but I'm definitely gonna put you in prayer. Also, a faithful sub of mine, Alicia, her father died. She's usually in this live, and her dad died abruptly last Friday. Her parents were on vacation and he passed away suddenly. So keep Alicia in prayer, keep India in prayer. If there's anybody that you want us to pray for you, put your name in the chat. You don't have to tell us what your situation is, but just put your name in the chat so that we can lift you up in prayer. Because everyone's dealing with things, guys. I'm telling you. I'm not sure how I pronounce your name. I'll call you E. E says, my light is so bright, it seems to be blinding certain people. Some rub their eyes. One person literally cried. Yeah, that happens. That happens, definitely. I think you're gonna see more and more of that. I've experienced that before. Not nobody crying over me, but I've seen people look like a deer in the headlights. I've seen people, I'm standing there on the corner and they're going, oh, and they almost crash their car by seeing, they don't know what they're looking at. They see your aura. I've seen babies always see my energy, see my aura. A child will not take their eyes off of me, and their parents are like, hello, and the child is like this, staring at me. They're seeing your aura. They're seeing how bright your light is. It's a beautiful experience. It can be a little creepy, but it's beautiful. It kind of lets me know, okay, I'm still shining bright, because sometimes you don't see your own light. Sometimes you don't see your own light and you think that you're so dull. And it's crazy. The days that I feel like crap is the times when people tell me, oh, you're shining so bright. You look so healthy. You look so beautiful. You look so this and that. And I'm like, really? I don't feel like that, but thank you. It's interesting. It is so interesting. India says, someone at my job cried a few days ago. I asked her, was everything okay? And she bursted out in tears. He has a motherly and fatherly spirit. Why was he crying? Sometimes empaths could be crying because they feel other people's energy. You said, oh, we have a motherly, fatherly in spirit. You know what? I'm battling with this though. I made a new friend. I'm excited. Hopefully it goes well. But she doesn't live in New York. She's a chosen one as well. And I really pray that this friendship works well, because I want to be like an example. I'm asking God to use me so I can show people that chosen ones can have friends, that chosen ones can have other chosen one friends. 22 likes, 22 people, 2 alignment. I love it. And that's how I want God to use me. I want God to show that everyone is not negative, everyone is not bad, everybody's not jealous of you. Chosen ones can have friends. It don't gotta be a group of people. but chosen ones definitely can have friends, and chosen ones can have love. You know, I told God, if you're not gonna, you know, send me a husband, no problem. You're not gonna send me a baby daddy, no problem. But at least I want to leave this planet knowing that I've had true chosen one friends. True, they don't gotta be chosen ones, but they gotta be of a great character, and they have to be awakened. You know what I'm trying to say? Um, and so far I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that I met this woman, and we're definitely, no, it's not giving narcissism. It's something that you don't understand. And because you don't understand, God will let you understand it later on. So you have to get out of my life until you understand, basically. Chosen ones is not narcissism. People who keep saying that chosen one is narcissism aren't chosen. They're not chosen. And that's not our problem. You don't know why you're on earth. That's not my problem. That's not my problem, pretty much. Take that up with you and your God. But I'm very, very thankful. Being a chosen one is something that's chosen for us. We don't pick it. We didn't pick this lifestyle. We didn't pick. They say we picked our soul contract before we came on earth, but I don't know. I don't have proof of that one. But I just know that I know, you know, I'm here and I was chosen to do certain things pretty much. But I'm so thankful that, you know, I'm starting to meet people who are on my frequency. It's time. And I think I'm getting blessed with that because I cleaned up and I let certain people go. So once you start letting certain people go, then people who are on your frequency can come in. God is not going to bless you unless you get rid of the clutter. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you for the money tonight on my live. Thank you. Such a huge blessing. But I would like somebody to send me, I'm going to put this out there. I need $20 Cash App or to my Zelle. Okay. I need to do something tomorrow and I need $20 on my Cash App. My Cash App is $the light 777. Okay. I haven't started my new job yet. I'll definitely keep y'all posted when I do. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, whoever is in the world, wherever you are. Get out of here. Y'all be hating. Y'all be hating when people bless us with money because y'all don't have a platform where people bless y'all. Y'all be hating. Don't be mad that people give me money. Don't be mad because I bless people with information and light, and I motivate people, and I pray with people, and I shed my light on people. Don't be mad because you are not being loved because you're not doing your job on the planet. Don't be a hater. Don't be a spiritual hater. Don't be a spiritual hater. Okay. I have to get some of these trolls out of here and these comments out of here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. India, it better not be you. Thank you, India. Thank you so much. India, you put enough in the chat. India says, yes, I learned so much from you. That's why I always show love. India always blesses me. Y'all are haters. Y'all are haters. Okay, let's see. Prayer. Leo says prayers. Leo Goddess says prayers and love to Alicia, as well as death is hard. Yes. It came out of nowhere. Like her parents, she said her parents were on vacation and her dad died suddenly on vacation. That is horrific. Thank you for the compliment, Amy. Really appreciate that. But yeah, so What was I talking about? I lost my thought. Oh yeah, we were talking about chosen ones not being perfect. That's what we were talking about. Um, so I challenge you, chosen ones, to start letting go of your addictions. It could be anything: sex, drugs, food. I'm telling you, God can deliver you from anything and everything. Anything and everything. Um, I don't know what it's like to be on hard drugs or anything like that, but there's been other things that I have been addicted to. And even this year, with battling with certain addictions, that it's just crazy. That's how I know whenever I get into like a stemming thing or addiction thing, that's when I know, like, okay, I'm not processing what's really going on. Why are you doing this? Why are you putting your energy into these things instead of facing what's really bothering you? And I always think about my family, because my dad did drugs and alcohol and food and all those different things. I'm like, nope, you don't want to end up like your daddy. My dad died of a heart attack at 53 years old. 53 is young. I'm 41. 53 ain't that far from me, so watching my parents die young at 53 and 56, I need to make it past my 50s. That's the goal. Okay, he got to get out of here. These people crazy. Yes, I'm sure your addictions are exhausting. And being that you are tired, that means it's time for you. You got to let it go. You're going to have to find some more, something else to replace it with. Good addictions, Have you gone to rehab or thinking about going back to rehab? Have you thought about it? Because I know you just can't go cold turkey. I don't know what you're indulging in, but I know with certain things you can't go cold turkey because your body will go into shock. Are you able to go to rehab? Are you able to get away in order to purge yourself? Have you ever thought about going to like a herbalist that can help you clean your body out so that way you won't crave those addictions? I'm very, very sure there's some herbalists who can help you with herbs and things like that they've helped, people get off, whatever you're taking. You don't got to put your business in the chat. India says, yes, I've been to rehab. Tell me the staff made me leader. Oh, yes, I remember you telling me that. I remember you saying that. So maybe it's time for you to go back, or maybe it's time for you to seek a herbalist or a spiritualist that can help you so that you can get cleansed. Maybe that would be best for you. I'm looking for help. Definitely. They have some places that I'm looking at now. Please, and definitely keep me posted. I want to make sure that you follow through. Okay, because I emailed you before and you never answered me. So just keep me posted. You reach out to me. My email is always in my videos. My email is always in my videos. Okay. So make sure you keep me updated, because India, all right, we need your spirit and your mind clear. A chosen one can't be high all the time. A chosen one can't be drunk all the time. Your mind and your spirit got to be clear, because those substances really keep us from connecting to God. Okay, God ain't gonna convict a chosen one for having a glass of wine, but drugs, even marijuana, chosen ones shouldn't be getting high every single day on marijuana. It's a herb, but it's like, chosen ones, we have so many spiritual attacks. We need to have a clear soul and a clear mind. Different spirits will attack us. when we're drunk, when we're high. We need to stay clear of these things. And it's crazy because you watch other people who are low vibrational and they fine. They're like functioning, they're functioning, they're good. Now, I can't drink like I used to. The more you're vibing high, the more your body will start to reject these things. I've been in a dark place lately, India says. I just lost. Yes, you did lose your brother, your 18-year-old brother. I haven't been coping well. Now, I want you to get into honoring, not worshiping, but honoring your ancestors. That also helps you to transition and understanding that the physical body is not here, but he is in a spirit realm. Okay. And once you're honoring him and living the life that he could not live because he, passed on at 18, when you go into that full depression, you kind of make that spirit sad. And sometimes those spirits feel they have to kind of stick around and they can't go on to their next mission. So it's like, I always feel horrible when I see people and they fall into this huge depression after a loss, because it's kind of like our energy holds them back from being able to cross over. I think one day I might become a death doula and helping people transition when their loved ones, do pass on. But try to make an altar for your brother. Have a photo, a glass of water, his favorite food, his favorite snack, and just keep, feeding that ancestor and being connected, and honor him and do things that he wanted to do and do things that he loved. Do not go out like this. Okay. Honoring your brother is not, you can't honor your brother by getting high. You know what I'm saying? So now you have to live for that ancestor in this realm. And then they're living for you and they're looking out for you on the other end. So look into all altars. Yeah, look into ancestral altars, definitely. I can't tell people how to adjust, when losing a child. Technically, to me, 18 is a child. I can't tell them how to adjust. But when you honor that ancestor, when you honor that light, that's how people like make a foundation in their children's name. That's how you keep that spirit living, by honoring them and doing those things. I feel bad that I had not did anything in my mother's honor, like a fundraiser or something like that for breast cancer or something like that. But that's what you do. Honor them in some type of form of way, pretty much. And that will alter your spirit, and you open up a gate of being blessed when you honor. That's why a lot of us, they took away these practices and they tell you, oh no, the dead is the dead and that's it. No, because we're not honoring, we're not this is what's crazy. Other cultures do it. You go into the Chinese store, you see they have an altar, their ancestor altar in the Chinese store, but you still order Chinese food from them. You go get your nails done. You go to an Indian restaurant, they have an ancestor altar. You still eat the Indian food. All these cultures, all these ethnicities have honor their ancestors. But then when they tell us we're honoring our ancestors, it's devil worship. Huh? What? And they're the ones making the money. They're the ones being blessed. They're the ones who have better family structures. What's going on here? A lot of them have great family structures. And then even the white folks in this country, they got their ancestors, they got statues all over fucking America of all these white people. Huh? That's their ancestor. They just had Columbus Day. I live in New York City. It's Columbus Circle. A big ass statue of Christopher Columbus. But then they'll tell you, the melanated people, oh, that's devil worship. Because if you really honored your ancestors, you will become more blessed. Even your finances will increase. Get up on it. Get up on it. I'm telling you. But that's how, by just soaking in your sorrow, when you lose someone you love, it does a disservice to that person's spirit. I remember when my mom died, I was like, God, I hate you. I remember that. My mom died in 2006. I was 23 years old. And I remember I lost my faith. I lost my hope. And then my mom visited me in a dream. And I was like, oh, I'm mad at you. You know, you left me. I was talking to her in the dream realm. And she said, oh, one day you'll understand. You're doing all that crying. You'll see. You'll understand. And she left. And she said, I'm going to leave. She said, I'm going to leave until you understand. And she left. I was crying. When I looked up, she was gone. And now I get it. Now I understand. She was letting me know that after death, when they tell you, oh, you just in the ground, no, your spirit lives on. Your spirit lives on. Okay. And the reason why you see a lot of like spirits or ghosts or whatever you want to call them here is because those spirits could not move on. They died tragically. They didn't move on. They didn't go into the light. They didn't move on to the next dimension. Okay. Or they were a negative energy and they're holding on to that house. So they're holding on to what happened to them when they died. So that is the reason why you see ghosts, right? Or what you're seeing is you're seeing sometimes just a recording of when they used to be there. They've moved on, but sometimes you're just seeing their energy in that home or in that particular place, you know? But I learned through my parents' death that it's not what you think, guys. They lied. They bamboozled. It's not what you think. You don't just die and then that's it. No, your spirit goes on to its next location. And if you do stay on this planet, you're holding yourself here. And a lot of those spirits hold on themselves to this planet because of trauma. Okay. Trauma. And then some people's spirits stay behind too, because like say like they had a small child, so they'll stick around to watch that child. Once the child or that particular husband or wife or whoever, once they're able to be okay, that's when that particular spirit will leave that home or around that child or whatever the case. And then sometime that particular spirit would be able to visit them, to check on them, to guide them. You said hypnotism. You said Leo the goddess said TikTok had this book of herbs. Maybe she can benefit from it. What's the name of the book? And yeah, some of you who like before my mother died, I told her don't come to me like in a spirit form, because I always was able to see ghosts, you know. And she said, okay, no problem. I said, come to me in my dreams, and she obeyed me. She comes to me in my dreams. Guys, have y'all been having crazy ass dreams? Yo, I had this crazy dream this week. And my mom who passed on, she was in the dream. E says, I just awakened to my chosenness. I had so many signs, but over the years, I didn't know until I went into isolation and discovered it. Yes, in your 50s? Oh, okay. So yes, that happens. That's why isolation is very important for the awakened. You have to go into isolation, because when you're surrounded by too many people, you're not going to listen to the creator. You're not going to listen to your own inner voice. That's the reason why God isolates you. God watches you. The universe watches you for a while to see, okay, if they're going to, are they listening to me? And then when you're not listening, what happens is you're gonna lose friends, you're gonna lose lovers, you're gonna lose jobs. You could, whatever is holding you back and being a distraction from you doing your spiritual assignments will be taken away from you. Okay. I used to have so many friends. Okay, they weren't really friends, but I used to have so many friends, and now I don't. You know, there was a time I can call up 20 people and say, hey, come over this weekend. I'm going to have a barbecue. I can't even call up 2 people right now. I can't even call up 2 people right now from New York, you know? So I had 3 friends here in New York, and I just cut off 2 weeks ago, and I'm down to 1 friend in New York, guys. 1 friend. And him and I are not even close because he has feelings for me and he doesn't like to hang out with me because he can't be with me. So technically, I pretty much have 0 friends in New York. So don't be scared. If God is putting you alone, it's for a reason. That means your life is about to elevate, or there's a message that you need and you was not paying attention, and that's why God is isolating you. Any of y'all, if y'all have family who are good to you, I'm telling you, you're blessed. You're blessed. Be thankful that you have family that love you and you can spend time with them. Don't ever treat your family like chopped liver. You know, sometimes you might want friends, you want a lover, but just be very appreciative that you have family, because in the me not having a community, it's very difficult life to live. I make it through, but it's not easy, you know? What? Mark, what are you talking about? Damien says, my dad died tragically and my dad died tragically and met him. He was at the end of a cliff, but dream ended when I came closer. That's terrible. I'm sorry for your loss. Wait, did your dad really die in this physical life or just in your dream? But either way, regards to you, because a lot of time, for me, I don't know, when I see people dying in my dream, they actually die in this realm. Leo the goddess is true. The higher the vibration, the more difficult it is to drink and smoke heavily. Yup. I go out to eat, you know, and I usually end up drinking 1 drink now. Before, I used to be able to drink like 3 or 4 drinks, guys. I would be able to drink at least 3 or 4 margaritas. Now I usually drink 1 drink. And if I drink 2, you best to believe when I'm walking out of there, I'm stumbling. Honey says, I told my grandfather the same thing. India says, someone just says Selena's spirit is still on earth because she was murdered. It might be true. Maybe so. Battle says, can you do a live about spirits? I'm so fascinated with the spiritual world. Yeah, I just got to figure out how I would do it. That's actually a good topic, especially since it's like spooky season. I'll see how I feel next week. That'd be kind of cool for Halloween. Guys, look at my nails. Y'all like my nails? Aren't those fly? So I got this nail came from Target, and these nails came from the TikTok shop. Go on the TikTok shop. They be having the bomb nails. Okay. I was holding on to these for October. All right. And these were only $7. That's what's crazy. You don't gotta go to the nail salon no more, ladies. Oh, I'm so sorry. My regards to you, Damien. Oh my goodness. I don't do shout outs in my lives. I'm sorry, darling. You gotta get out of here. Whew. Damien says, I lost everything. Depression for years. 0 friends. I feel you. Oh my gosh. They are obsessed with my wig. Okay. I'm just clean up some of these trolls. Leo the goddess says, that's true. The altars are front and center. Yup. Damien say, you're very wise compared to what's on the internet these days. Yup. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I've been on the internet. 2025 is going to make 10 years that I've been a content creator. And I don't know. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes you get tired of spreading light. Sometimes you get tired of talking because sometimes you feel like certain people are not listening. You know. Damien says it's better after 2.5 years. Thank you, honey. Go on the TikTok shop, girl. They have the best press-on nails, and these nails are like so hard. They feel like I went to the salon. You know how sometimes you have press-on nails that feel like it's about to pop off? This actually was hurting me earlier. I had to put it in hot water. It was so tight. That is true. Um, the first 6 months to a year when somebody passes is the roughest. It is the roughest. And you feel their energy. I remember I used to smell my mother's perfume like as if she was in the room. It was scary. I even used to hear her like call my name, and I would go, huh? Like your brain really plays tricks on you like that, So I don't know if she actually was visiting me because I didn't see her physically, but I remember one day crying and I just felt a cold air come in the room and I smelled her perfume. My mom used to wear very expensive perfume and it was very strong. Don't be buying no cheap perfume, guys. If you can afford it, buy some good perfume because real perfume is higher frequency. Buy yourself flowers too. Red roses, sunflowers, flowers have high frequency. So if you want to keep high frequency things, I like body sprays and stuff like that. But when I buy perfume, I buy good perfumes, a higher frequency, and it lasts longer on you. But anyway, I smelled that strong perfume and I was like, what the hell? What's going on? Am I tripping? So yeah, definitely that first year is very difficult, Everyone's going to deal with heartbreak and loss very, they're going to be dealing with their mourning period differently. My mom this year makes 18 years that my mother's been gone, and it's still not easy. 18 years and it's still not easy. It's just that there's good years, there's bad years, there's good months, there's bad months, your heartbreak doesn't change, guys. What changes is how you react to it. What changes is how you push through for them every day. I couldn't go out like that. I wanted to die after my mother died. I wanted to go with her. And I said, nope, I can't do that. I can't do that. It's not my time. I got to keep living. I can't. It was her time, not my time. If it was my time, I would have went with her. And I can imagine people who are parents and they lose babies at birth and all these different things. My mother went through that too. The baby died before me. I was born. Meb too? Is that how you pronounce your name? Thank you for the compliment. I'm from New York City. LeJordan, what does it mean if a dead parent tries to give you food in a dream? Ooh, I'm not sure what it means for a dead person to give you food in a dream, but don't eat in a dream. It's not a good thing. Don't eat in a dream. Don't ever eat in a dream. It's not a good thing. I forgot exactly what it means, but don't ever take food from anybody. Don't eat in a dream and don't ever take food from anybody in a dream. Y'all be eating in your dreams? You're not supposed to have sex in your dreams or eat in your dreams. You know that, right? And they also say you're not supposed to ask what time it is in your dream. They say, I said, you know what? The next time I have a dream, I'm going to say, what time is it? This girl said she asked what time it was in her dream, and everyone froze and turned and looked at her like, there's no time in the dream realm. You know that, right? Oh, No politics in my dang on live. What did I tell y'all? Get up out of here. What the fuck is black culture, girl? Get up out of here. You're weird and racist. Yo, these trolls be saying the weirdest stuff. What else? What else? Thank you for the 199, India. India's on a roll. Okay, India is on a roll. If you love what I've been talking about in my life, hit up my Cash App. Bless me with a donation. $ the light 777. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. India says, I believe that we still plant seeds when we speak. Yes. Words are powerful. So, guys, also right now, things are manifesting super fast. Okay. Things are manifesting super fast. I also do this thing called mirror work. So you can do mirror work like beauty. So you can stand in front of your mirror and however you want yourself to look like, you look in the mirror and you start speaking these things. I've been doing this since I was 15. Okay. One day I was at the library because I used to read a lot when I was younger. And I found a book talking about mirror work and healing. That's what helped me build confidence, right? Because I hated being an insecure teenager. So I was reading self-help books back then, and I found this book talking about mirror work where you talk to yourself, right? Those of you who are insecure, get up in that mirror, right? So you can actually speak to yourself. Even when I had lost some weight, I had to shape my body the way I wanted it to. And this may sound funny. When I had lost the 85 pounds, I was losing my boobs, right? To me, my boobs were my favorite part of my body, right? And my boobs were getting too small. And actually, they kind of grew back a little bit. Because I used to stand in the mirror and say, my boobs grew back, and they actually did, okay? Um, yeah, because I was having body dysmorphia and stuff like that. So if you're battling with high insecurity, you're battling with low self-esteem and a body dysmorphia, do mirror work, beauty magic mirror work. Also, you can stand in a mirror, and I did this about 2 weeks ago, and I said, every job interview I go on, I get hired. And that happened. Every job interview that I went on wanted me. Every job that I applied for wanted me. Now, are they or all they the jobs I really wanted? Not really. So now I got to go back to the mirror and be more detailed. So be very careful what you say in the mirror now, okay? And I said, God, I need this particular money, and it came to me by the end of that day. By the time I got back home, I had phone booking sessions, I had a donation, and exactly what I asked for, I got by the end of that day. So talk to yourself in the mirror. When you get up in the morning or right before you going out the door to go to work, go to school, wherever you got to go, take your kids to school, look in the mirror and say, today is going to be an amazing day. Nobody can fuck with me. I have an energy bubble around me. No energy vampire can mess with me. Everything's going to go smooth. I'm not going to have any accidents. I'm not going to make it to this appointment late. Anything that you want to happen, say it every day. It's also training your brain to start thinking positively. All right. When you wake up, don't reach for your phone. I have this thing where I don't like people texting me and DMing me in the morning. Nope. I don't really answer people like that until like noon. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to hear about your problems in the morning. Only thing I want to hear is my own voice. You're not fucking up my day talking about, yeah, girl, this guy, da 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 da, and my job. I don't want to hear none of that crap in the morning. So try not to look on social media and get traumatized. Try not to answer your friends and family until 12 noon. Give yourself and God the morning. Okay, even if you're at work, I'm sorry, coworker, I can't talk right now. I got a headache, or I'm not feeling well. Can I talk to you later? I gotta do this work. I'm in crunch time, girl. Okay, we'll talk later. Stop people. Put up boundaries. I cannot talk to you. I'm in silent mode. All right. If people don't like it, oh well, they'll find somebody else to bother and find somebody else to take their energy from. But that mirror work works. All right. Look it up. Oh, it's okay, Leo the Goddess. You can always come back in the comments later when you find out the name of the book, and you can just post it in the comments, pretty much. Leo the Goddess says, I'm sorry, I don't remember the title, but if she went on TikTok shop, I think it's still there. No problem. Honey says, I've been dreaming of food a lot in dreams, but how do you stop from eating it? Don't eat it? I don't know what to tell you. Don't eat in your dreams. That's it. Just don't do it. I just told you. Now it's in you have more control in your dreams than you think, right? So before you go to sleep, you can speak to your brain, right? So I keep having this reoccurring dream with some stupid guy that I messed with back in like 2017, 2018. He keeps coming in my dream. So now before I go to sleep, I say, listen, motherfucker, you better leave me alone. All right? I call his name out. Don't come in my dream. I don't want you. Stay out of my dream, right? Or I write it down, right? And I could take this is a clear quartz. This is a good dream crystal, right? And I write on the paper what I want to happen in my dreams and what I don't want to happen in my dreams. And I put this clear quartz in my pillowcase, and I put that letter in my pillow, and I go to sleep. You have more control over your brain and what goes on in your dream. You're controlling that. So if people are able to get to you and put all these spell works and do all these things, it's because you allowed it. You're too open. You're allowing these people to be able to control you in the dream realm. They couldn't catch you in the physical, so they're going into the dream realm. The dream realm is spirit realm. So they're catching you spiritually. So that means you're open. Don't pee in your dreams. Don't have sex in your dreams. Don't eat in your dreams. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? Keep that in your mind. Write down. Remember not to eat in my dream. Put in and under your pillow. Clear quartz. This gives you vivid dreams. Okay? I love obsidian. This is the obsidian crystal. I love black crystals. They absorb energy. You can even put these two in your pillowcase. And I like tourmaline, black tourmaline. But black tourmaline I carry with me in my purse, or I throw it in my bra. Black tourmaline really, really helps me. I used to have a black tourmaline necklace. I don't know what the hell happened to it. I got to get a new one. But start wearing crystals. I'll be putting them in my bra. I'll be putting them in my pocket. I don't know. Put them in your drawers. But use these crystals. I know you think it's BS, but it really does work. But don't use them unless you're ready. If it happens, when you wake up, you can pray. You can ask God to keep certain people out of your dreams. You can act like you're specifically speaking to these people. And through time, it takes time now. After a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of months, these people will eventually, they won't return in your dreams. Certain things will not be able to be done to you in your dreams because you're directing it not to. Right? So right now, the fastest way that God is talking to us right now is through our dreams. I'm having the most craziest dreams now. And there's a lot of people from my past in my dreams too that want me back. They want my energy back. And it's like, why? I don't want you. Leave me alone. So you say there's time in dreams? Okay, well, in my dreams, there's no time. There's time on this side, but there's no dreams. There's no time in my dreams. Time doesn't exist in my dreams. Do I know somebody who's related to someone in India? I know a lot of Indian people. I used to hang out with some Indian people. Indian people love me. I wonder why. I wonder what that is. I was telling my homegirl, she's an astrologer. I'm gonna bring her on my channel. Her name is Ty Phoenix, and I always wondered, how come Dominican people, Puerto Rican people, and Indian people love me? Like, if I'm ever in a community or like a job, Indian people always like want to feed me, want to hang out with me. They're always telling me I'm so beautiful. They're always so kind to me. They treat me like family. Dominican people too. Puerto Rican people too. They've always been like my first friends and my first family. Like, I plan to go to DR in 2025. Like, these people just show love. I always wonder why certain cultures love you. And for a long time, like, my own people didn't embrace me. Black American girls didn't want to hang out with me, didn't like me, but it was like the Dominican girls embraced me more. It's very interesting. Okay. Get these trolls out of here. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, homie's astral projecting into my dream. Connor says his girlfriend wants to introduce an open relationship. I say go for it. I'm crazy. Yeah, go for it. I think if your girl comes to you, I think you should, take the energy that y'all be giving out. Yeah, just have an open relationship. At least she's being honest and not cheating on you. And if you're not down with it, just leave it. But most men can't handle open relationships. India says, every time this coworker at my job gets smart with me and disrespects me, they get sick. Now they have COVID right after disrespecting me and me letting it go. Yeah, that does happen. That is so true. That's so funny. Um That's a good question. What does it mean if somebody pees on you in a dream? I'm not sure, but Google that. It may not be a bad thing. I think sometimes the pee can be blessings too. But Google that. Look that one up. I never had a dream of somebody pissing on me. Carol says spiritual gangster type shit. Donald says I had a dream. Oh man, you gotta get out of here. You being nasty. Get out of here, man. All right, let's see. I seem lovable. Yeah, I am, but I could be um harsh too if I need to be. Oh wow. Oh, you are? I didn't know you were Indian. I want to go to India. I want to visit India, but I can't go by myself because the way the Indian men be bothering me in New York, I can imagine that I probably would not make it out alive in India. I'm not trying to be like racist or nothing like that, but I don't think I would be safe over there. So I would have to go with like a man to India where I would feel like more like protected, you know? Joshua, you said I'm funny? Kyle says, I had a brother-in-law that was Indian, taught me how to cook. Ooh, I want to learn Indian food. I think I want to take like an Indian cooking class. I like Indian food. Whatever food they be cooking over here, I like it. I also like Guyanese Indian food. Ooh, like, oh my goodness. They be cooking. Them Guyanese who are Indian. Ooh, the mixture of Caribbean and Indian food. That's one thing here in New York. It's very easy to stay fat because we have everything. We have Caribbean, Indian, we got Chinese, Thai, like you name it. And in my neighborhood, it's mostly Chinese, Thai, Mexican, Indian. Like, it's very hard for me to find soul food. Like, I have to go all the way to Harlem Manhattan to get soul food. But in my area, like, I like Indian, I like South Asian foods. Thank you for the compliment. You said Joshua said you go? Are you a big black man, Joshua? I need some protection. I need like to go with like a group of big men. You ain't gotta be black, but you just gotta be big and protective, you know, because these Indian men be following me and they be in their car. I'm like, if you don't get away from me, like, what is wrong with you? One time I went into an Uber and this Indian man said, "Can you be my second wife?" I said, "Excuse you?" He said, "I'll pay for your apartment, your car, and I want a baby. I want you to have my daughter." I said, "Sir, what? What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, my wife is older and she doesn't want any kids, but I want you." Excuse you? They be tripping. They be tripping. Oh, you 6'4", 300 pounds? All right, you got the job. You got the job. Yes, the Indian people here in New York, the Indian men, they be bugging. One time this Indian man said to me, "How much for you? I know you American women love money. I'm willing to give you anything." I said, "Excuse you? I'm not for sale." I walked the fuck out of his store. I could not believe it. I'm telling you, I could not believe it. I've had some crazy things said to me. What are you talking about? You don't know me. You're talking about I ask so much for men. What are you talking about? Get out of here. It is so scary, guys. I know we got off topic because we were talking about other things. Y'all want to hear my dream that I had the other day? I'm going to tell y'all my dream. You said, "Baby, let me tell you something. You are so beautiful. Only thing you have to do is protect yourself." Thank you. Y'all still talking about that Indian food? Okay, guys, so I'm going to tell y'all my dream. India, you still in the chat? So I'm going to tell y'all my dream. I can't believe it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So in my dream, I had this dream. What's today? Today's Saturday morning here in New York City. I had this dream Tuesday night or Wednesday night. I can't remember, but I remember the dream in details. So in this dream, it looks like Armageddon. Like it looks like the end of the world. So I live in New York City, right? So in this dream, I'm walking down a highway, right? So you know how like cars that go this way and then there's going to be cars going this way, but there's always going to be a divider, a metal divider in the middle, pretty much. So I'm walking down this road because you already know what's going to happen in the last days. Well, when it gets really crazy, when certain things happen, people are going to crash into each other on the road. You're not going to be able to drive on the road. So that's what it looks like. If you ever seen like an end of the world type of film, that's what it looks like. The other side's a little bit clear to where some people are driving, and then there's some people who's abandoning their car and they're running into the woods. That's something I noticed. For some reason, I'm calm and I'm just casually walking. Okay. Oh, okay. India's still here. You listening to my dream, girl? I'm casually walking down the street. No, down the highway. And I'm calm. Even though there's chaos, there's fire, there's cars blowing up, there's people crashing into each other, there's people fighting, there's people running out of their cars, they're running into the woods for safety, and I am just walking down the road, just calm. And I look to my right and I see a gray minivan pull up. And in this gray minivan, the back door opens and I hear Angie. People used to call me Angie growing up. My real name is Angelique. So anyone who calls me Angie is somebody who knows me from back in the day, especially from my childhood, because nobody calls me Angie. Everybody calls me Angelique now, or metaphysical goddess or something like that. So I hear, Angie, come here. And when I turn to look at this van, I see my abusive stepfather, the one that I was raised with, right? Who was a molester and all that. He's driving this gray van. So I look like, I'm not getting in that car with you. Like, I don't trust you. Why the hell are you pulling up on me? And then I look in the back seat and I see my stepsister, which was his daughter, of course. And I see my mother, who passed away back in 2006. And I'm looking, I'm like, Mommy, what are you doing in this van with this creep? You trust this man? I don't trust him. And she's telling me, just come in the van. So I go in the van and we start driving down the road, and he's trying to speak to me. I said, don't speak to me. I have nothing to say to you. Just drive and get us out of here. So we're in this gray van. We're driving. The stepsister, she's trying to talk to me, but I'm no contact with both of them. I don't talk to them. I cut them off in my 20s. So I'm like, don't speak to me. You don't speak to me. Just drive. We need to get to safety. So I'm just looking at my mom. My mom is looking at me. My mom, she's looking at me because she knows, like, I'm about to flip. Because I'm like, Mommy, what are you doing in this van? You can't trust her. You can't trust him. Why are we in here? I only came in this van because you were in this van. The next thing I know, he starts driving all crazy. He's driving all sporadic and everything like that. And I looked at my mom. I said, I told you cannot trust this man. And the next thing I know, he swerves to the right and we go through woods. We hit like a tree and then we end up in the ocean. I know this sounds crazy, right? I didn't lose my... Ooh. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, let me keep going. So we hit the ocean. When we hit the ocean, and here's what's crazy. In this dream, I felt everything. I remember the glass crashing. I remember how I felt when the water finally hit me. And because I opened up the door as we were crashing, I wasn't in the seatbelt. I was able to swim out of it. I saw the stepfather and the stepsister. They floated away. I guess they were dead. They float away. And now it's just me and my mother, and we're swimming in the water. Keep in mind, in the dream, guys, I cannot swim like that. But I am swimming proficiently in this dream. I'm just like swimming like a mermaid, okay? And I remember the water was so clear. It was blue and green, but it was very clear, right? And I was just like, wow, this is beautiful. And then my mother looks at me and she tells me, go ahead, go on. And when I go on, I look and I see a spiral staircase. This spiral staircase goes from all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, all the way up. And she tells me, go up. I don't swim up. I walk up that spiral staircase. And when I walk up, I enter into land, like a beach. There's nobody on the beach. I'm in safety. And when I look back, that spiral staircase is not sticking out the water anymore. It just disappears. And I am like, what the hell? And I just sit on the beach. I'm by myself. There's nobody around me. And I literally am watching the sunset. And that's the dream. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but it was actually, when I woke up, I was like, yo, that's beautiful. What I loved about this dream was that I was the one that was safe, right? Another thing is, being that my mother passed on, it shows like, oh, she's on the other side guiding me. She's watching me. She's guiding me. She guided me to that staircase, right? I end up on this land, on a beautiful island beach, but by myself. What that also told me is that a lot of times you gonna end up alone in them last days. You gonna be that person who's by yourself. You ain't gonna have no friends. You ain't gonna have no family. I think also the representation of like the stepfather being in the van, the stepsister, my mom, that's who it always used to be. It always used to be me and a family growing up. So I think because of right now everything that I'm going through, it was like a comfort thing. I'm going back to things that comfort me. But look what happened. Chaos happened. And this is why I made the video that said new energy. A lot of times you want to be around friends that you're comfortable with. You want to go back to your old town that you live with. You want to be around even the toxic family members, the molesters, the abusers, the narcissists in your family. And sometimes you feel comfortable, like, you know what, I am going to go to Thanksgiving next month. Don't do it. Make your own tradition. Have a Friendsgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Don't go to that family's house. Don't go for Christmas. Don't go for New Year's Eve. Don't go for Hanukkah. Don't go. Because chaos only comes from these people that you're already disconnected from. And I feel like that's some of what the dream was letting me know, because I am feeling like that. I'm feeling like, dang, maybe I should contact this particular family member. Maybe I should contact this person I used to be friends with. Don't do it. While you're in the storm, all right, you're in the Armageddon by yourself, walk alone. And what happened at the end of that dream? There was no family with me on that island. There was no man with me on that island. There was no friends with me on that island. I was on that island by my damn self, in peace, watching the motherfucking sunset. Woo! That's deep. That's deep. That is deep. Oh, I didn't lose my mind at all. I definitely have my mind, and I'm so thankful for it. So what y'all think about that dream? Y'all ever had a crazy dream like that? Any of y'all ever had any crazy dreams or had any crazy dreams recently? Definitely, when you have these dreams, write your dream down. Don't overlook the dreams that you're having. Write your dreams down. Definitely. Y'all not even talking. Let me find out. I gotta get out of here because y'all not even responding. Or maybe did I lose service or something? But yeah, that was a powerful dream. And I'm thankful that God is continuously showing me how you think you need such a big community. You thought you need these particular family members. You thought you need these particular friends, and you don't. It's an illusion, guys. Now, one thing I will say, I do think that we're built to commune with each other. I don't think that you're supposed to walk your whole life alone. Now, meaning, I think you should have some form of community. Maybe it is your church. Maybe it is the senior citizen center that you go to every week. Maybe it is a book club. Maybe it is the poetry spot that you go to and you perform at. I've always had like these small communities during my life that have helped me get through life. Find something to do. I don't know if y'all have Groupon in your city, but they have something called Groupon. Maybe they have something else in your country or your city that is similar to Groupon. So Groupon, you can go on there and get like activities and events in your city for like cheaper. Like take a cooking class, right? You're going to meet people there. There's going to be people there by themselves, and then you meet them and y'all are having fun and laughing and learning something together. Take a painting class, take a sip and painting class, take a pottery class, take swimming lessons, anything. If you can afford it, go on there and buy something that's cheaper, right? Look up. I usually sometimes when I'm broke, like I don't got money like that right now, so I Google, oh, is there any free fall festivals in New York City? Any free concerts? Any free movie nights? and I just Google free things. I just found 2 free museums. I might go to one tomorrow and maybe one Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So find free things to do, because why? There's going to be people there that you can meet, and you never know who you're going to meet. You might bump into a millionaire. You might bump into somebody who's connected to your next job, who's connected to being your next friend, who's connected to the next event you're going to go to. So just get out there, all right? I know if you're introverted, you're going to have a harder time. Maybe you could find some type of community online, but I really think you need to get out sometime and build community in other ways, in other places, definitely. What is this? Let me see. How come I can't see the chat? This is weird. That's interesting. I don't know what's going on. All right. Is there any other questions? Because nobody's talking in the chat, so I'm just going to head on out. I've been on here for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I can't see any more of the chat of people talking. So maybe that's God telling me to end my live, because I don't see the chat anymore. All right. So I do phone sessions. So if you need an empathetic call, meaning you need to vent to somebody, you need to talk about the chosen one journey, you need to talk about a spiritual experience that you're going through, you feel like you want help on healing work, you can book a phone session with me, right? You can book a phone session with me as long as the conversation is kosher, okay? You can talk about relationships, zodiacs, whatever you want to talk about. You can email me. How to book a phone session. It's $20 for 30 minutes, $40 for 1 hour. How to book a phone session with me will be in the comment section after I click out of this live. Okay. Also, if you love the live tonight or you love my content, feel free to donate. And how you can donate to me will be also in the comment section when I end this live. Thank you so much, India. Let me see. Can I go back to my live? I forgot the other person's name who put money on the chat. Thank you, India, and thank you so much to the other person who donated on this live. I can't see anything else going on in the chat, so I'm going to end this live. Have an amazing weekend. Y'all stay safe. Understand that this is Aries full moon energy. Don't be fighting and arguing out there. Don't get locked up, because you ain't gonna get out till Monday morning. Okay, so behave yourselves. All right, write down your dreams. Do your prayer work. Do your mirror work, and I will talk to y'all soon. Mwah. Love you all.